Hi there and welcome. This collection of snapshots of data will be used in this video as the last word on how the MPI and GDI fuel injectors interact and load share and load shed as required. I've been studying this Theta engine for the last 30 days and I've collected many samples of ECM data streams, and I now feel that I can actually explain how this thing works in this particular video. We will also discuss intake and exhaust camshaft timing, the phasing of these two items, along with ignition timing to get a good understanding of the performance of this engine. GDI fuel pressure control has been a tough nut to crack, and it will be done in a different video using these same parameters. All references that are made will include a screen number, so the screens are 1 through 4 across the top and 5 through 8 across the bottom. Notice screen 1, the actual engine speed, that's normal. Down here, screen 5, vehicle speed, that's abnormal. We're sitting still and it's measuring like 69 miles per hour. I've seen both of these parameters, the engine speed and the vehicle speed, be wrong when the vehicle's doing nothing, so you just have to accept that. Screen 2 will not be used in this video because it consists of the third pulse for the GDI injectors, and I've never been able to get those to activate even at wide open throttle. It's quite possible that going up a mountain with wide open throttle it may activate, but I haven't been able to do that as of this time. The fuel pressure and the fuel pressure control on screen 2 also will not be used during this video. That'll be a separate video. Screen 6 shows the exhaust cam phasing with no phasing active at this time. And screen 7 also shows the intake cam phasing with no phasing active at this time. Screen 3 shows the ignition timing, which is -3 degrees, which is 3 degrees after top dead center. It's late. And it shows the multi-port injection time of 1400 milliseconds. And screen 8 shows the GDI injector pulses at the non-contribution level, which is 200 microseconds. If they contribute, then they go above the 200 microseconds. But this is the idle contribution to prevent carbon buildup on the injectors themselves. Now the engine speed is picked up on screen 1. The ignition timing is changed to 27 degrees before top dead center on screen 3. Mass airflow sensor showing some airflow increases. The injector timing for the MPI has climbed up to 1893 milliseconds, which is contributing due to the load. And we also have the screen number 8, the GDI injectors contributing fuel to this load. And we also have on screen 6 the exhaust phasing changing, and on screen 7 the intake camshaft phasing changing. So the system's responding to the load that's on it at this time. 4 seconds after throttle start, we've changed gears into second gear, so now we're still doing 2000 RPM. We're doing 25 miles per hour. The intake and exhaust cam phasing continues to adjust due to the load condition. The MPI injection has dropped back to idle, no contribution, and GDI is carrying all the load at this time. The ignition timing is adjusted to 4.5 degrees advanced. And the mass airflow is now increased to 137 units. At idle it was only 64 units. Screen 1 shows the engine speed up to 2500 RPMs, and screen 5 shows the vehicle speed up to 30 miles per hour. As we look across here, we'll see that the exhaust camshaft phasing is pretty much stabilized now at -116 degrees. Screen 7 shows that the intake camshaft phasing is still changing. It's now down to 118 degrees. Screen 4 shows the MPI injectors not contributing, just resting at 419 milliseconds. And the GDI injectors on screen 8 are now providing the same amount of fuel flow to keep this car accelerating. After 8 seconds, we can see that the screen 1 engine speed is staying pretty close to 2500, and the screen 5 vehicle speed is increased up to 37 miles per hour. The exhaust cam in screen 6 and the intake cam in screen 7 are both holding their position as we accelerate through this 8-second time interval. The ignition timing in screen 3 has advanced a little bit more due to the increased RPMs. The mass airflow sensor in screen 4 is holding at about 151 units. The injector timing for the MPI is holding at 419 milliseconds, which is not contributing. And the injector time for the GDI, both the first and second pulses are holding steady and providing all the fuel for the engine. In the higher transmission gear ratios, you'll notice screen 1, the engine speed RPMs is increasing to a higher number before the next shift. And the vehicle speed down here in screen 5 is at 44 miles per hour. This increase in loaded RPM causes screen 7, the intake camshaft, to retard another 2 degrees to handle the extra load. And the mass airflow sensor is now up to 195 units. And the MPI is out of the picture, and the GDI is providing all the fuel at 1.1 milliseconds for both pulses. The ignition timing in screen 3 has also advanced a little bit more. Now it's 7.5 degrees before top dead center, as the engine's putting on a little bit more effort. Here at 12 seconds, everything's pretty much holding it the same because the load is the same. So the car is accelerating with pretty much a constant load at this point. And that takes us to the next time interval. Once again, everything holds steady with constant acceleration as the speed climbs. And once again, because the throttle didn't change, the engine load didn't change, all the parameters stayed pretty much the same. This is where I cut off the capture of the ECM serial data stream because I just wanted to do the acceleration from 0 to 60. There'll be another video showing what happens at cruise, what all the parameters are at cruise speed. So that concludes this video. Hope you found it useful.